Hello everyone, I'm back. And this time, I'm gonna complain. I have been a huge TMNT fan as long as I could remember. I wasn't always allowed to watch it, but I still loved them. So in 2023, when TMNT Mutant Mayhem came out, I was a little surprised and excited, and then I watched it. Yeah, I wrote a script for this actually. I wrote that down. Look. I'm gonna try to go through this as fast as I can because I have like 8 pages. Let's get into this. I don't have a big problem with the art and character designs, but I did have a problem with its frequency. And what I mean by that is everyone looks the same level of ugly. I think a better route for this would have been to have the mutants look a bit more unbearable to look at and the humans to look normal. Because like the designs for mutants and humans should mix like alcohol and olive oil. So I had a hard time telling if it was a mutant or a human. I mean, Baxter Stockman looks like he's seen his fair share of dumpster fires. That's probably where he found the plot of this film. Other than the character designs, I thought that the sets and landscapes and everything looked really good. I actually wanted to go into that New York. It looked really good. I liked it. Let me be clear before I move on to a different area. The art design that the directors chose was not a bad one. It was just not good for this movie. Like, I would have preferred a different art style or a different direction than New York caricatures. Is that how you say it? There are 3 characters in this movie, and all the rest of them are meh. Actually, sorry, there are 4. Sorry, that's my bad. Leo in this movie is my favorite iteration of Leo. He's kind of nervous, he's also the leader, and he's got a crush on April, which I thought was a weird thing, but it worked. And he's pretty true to Splinter, like almost the entire film. Other iterations were very uninteresting to me and unrelatable. Before you say, you don't like Leo, like, how dare you, blah blah. First of all, my favorite characters, my favorite turtles in TMNT are Raph and Mikey. So, Leo's never really been a favorite. Sorry, but I just didn't feel like a level-headed leader character was that relatable to me. Because I'm neither of those things. 2018 did differ a little bit because he just was he adored himself way too much. Yeah, I hate Rise Leo. I liked how he was nervous and a leader, like that combo was pretty cool. If I was in that position, I'd feel kind of like all the time. Plus he's like, once again, very loyal to Splinter, so every time they do something wrong, he's like, what? April was pretty good, but I do enjoy other iterations a lot better than her in this movie. She did have the best line in this movie, I will say. Superfly was a pretty good villain, killing a couple guys the second time you see him. I felt really bad for Splinter, like, Splinter was the saddest character. No one with an exception of Leo, for a while, is very respectful to Splinter, which kind of shocked me because in all the other iterations, you don't screw with Splinter, and like, I grew up with 2012, and they didn't disrespect him, and if they did, they got the tar beaten out of them. I understand this is a different iteration and all, but there are staples within TMNT This being one of them, Splinter is highly revered. He falls into the same trap as other characters in this movie, that being they're not very rememberable. I haven't mentioned the other turtles yet, and that's because I literally cannot remember anything that they did in this movie. Lines or actions. Same thing with like 90% of the other mutants in this movie. I don't remember them. But the turtles are on the cover, they're on the posters, and they're literally in the name. They should be doing something, right? Well, apparently if you hate your father enough, you don't have to. In comparison to 1990, where each of them like had a moment to shine, that's not here. While I am complaining about the characters, I do have two nitpicks. Why does Mikey have braces, and how did he get braces? The other thing is, why are Raph's size sharp? Like, why? They're supposed to be a dull defense weapon, not a sharp little knife. Psy are dull most of the time, but sharp at the edge, so that... Never mind, I'm getting off subject. I'm sorry. Script-wise, I can't really remember anything that stuck out to me. Oh wait, no, there were two. I remember April's line, because it was funny. And I remember Raph saying, "the GOAT of all time." Just so all of you know, going away from this video, learn this one thing. GOAT of all time is grammatically incorrect. You're literally saying greatest of all time of all time. That really irked me. As for the plot, try to sum up the story, but the story goes as follows. The turtles want to go and be where the people are, but Splinter says that people will see them as monsters. Well, they go up there and accidentally meet April, a girl with anxiety that wants to be a reporter. Together, they try to video the turtles doing something that'll go viral and make everyone instantly like them. Like twerking. Anyway, and I'm really skipping forward here. They save New York from the bad guy, Superfly. And now everyone loves them, like instantly. Now, maybe in this world that would work, but I doubt it. History has shown that you can please some of the people some of the time and other people other times, but not all of the people all of the time, okay? For instance, and I'm going to use actual history, Einstein was rejected by both Americans and Germans, like some, not entirely, but because he was Jewish, so the Germans hated him, and then he was also German, so the Americans were like, he's kind of sketchy. Van Gogh was very hated because his art style was so weird at that time. Mozart, Beethoven, and Abraham Lincoln, too. All of them were hated because of things that they were doing that were considered appalling at that time. And I bet that a lot of LGBTQ people can tell you that they've been accepted in open arms. Another problem that I have is that this defeats, like, the whole, if you show everybody that you're a good person, everybody will love you. That defeats be yourself, okay? And I personally have struggled with trying to be myself and not care what other people think about me. But it's hard. And so telling everybody that if you just do the right thing and everybody will love you, that's wrong and lying. Like, you can't tell that to people. Once again, maybe it would work. Maybe. But I have yet to hear of an example that has worked, and I have yet to see one work. Not much to say about the score except that it was absolutely stellar. I loved the score. It felt like Spider-Verse almost, but a little different. Just a little. So, essentially, to wrap up, The art was okay, but I think that for this movie, it was not a good choice. The score was pretty dang good. I loved every minute of it. The characters were iffy, but there were a couple that, like, this new iteration did extremely well. The story stinks, and the writing kind of stinks as well. Same with the comedy. I only laughed once watching this. And that's really weird because, like, I laugh at everything. So, I would give this movie a 4.5 out of 10. So, if you feel like I'm hating on you if you like this movie, I'm not. Send any thought of that out of the window. Thank you for watching the entire video if you've made it this far. I recently looked and saw that I had 100 subscribers. Let me tell you, I did not think that was ever gonna happen. I thought that I was gonna be like 30 and somebody would watch me occasionally. So reaching that point was really awesome. So thank you for everybody that has subscribed to me. If you have any ideas for videos, please leave them in the comments below. I'm open to basically anything. With that being said, I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!